Welcome all you beautiful souls. We're going to do a little bit of sharing today. Through my exploration, I have come to a realization that I wanted to come on and share the Sabian symbol for Mercury, which is still currently retrograde, but is getting ready to go direct on June 22nd at 16 degrees. And so anytime a planet becomes stationary and getting ready to go either retrograde or forward, from our perspective on Earth, it is very powerful. And so I'm like, oh, communication, information, and well, let's just see how this influences humanity and the deception that many of us are witnessing. So if this turns into be a little bit of a tirade, welcome. I love a little bit of fire. I love truth, and I love to communicate. So that's why I'm sharing it. There are in my Sabian symbol books some words that I don't necessarily always know what the meaning of them are. And after researching, I'm like, holy shit, bring it on. Let's see how this all unfolds as Mercury does go direct at 16 degrees. Stationary to go to direct. Station to go direct at 16 degrees. And then as we get the forward momentum of communication, the internet, the intellect going forward, we have this aspect in square to Neptune, which I do believe Neptune and Pisces, you know, on the higher aspect of it is the antennas pointing up, right? Our connection to spirit. And it also can represent, you know, escapism, deception through the media, deception from the collective. And so I'm just really interested and kind of excited to see how this plays out through communication. As many of us know that if you're awake, there's been a lot of deception with humans, and I believe with the Pluto energy of the dark hidden things in Capricorn, which is those structures, corporations, government, religions, what have you, really being aspected to move forward in truth, bringing all the darkness to the light. And so how is this going to play out on the human plane through communication? I believe a lot of deception will continue to be revealed, and we'll just see how this works. So we are doing Gemini 16 degrees because Mercury will be going direct at that degree. And again, I did have to look up some of the word definitions because I didn't know them. And when I did, I'm like, holy shit, I'm definitely come on to do a little bit of sharing. So thanks for being here with me. If you're new today, I'm Lady Virgo, otherwise known as Deanna. And my main purpose of my channel is to share what I learn and what I love about astrology. I'm not an astrologer, just for a disclaimer here, but it is my passion, and I also do intuitive readings for the collective. So Gemini 16 degrees, a woman Sovchrist haranguing. Now listen, a woman Sovchrist is an advocate for the extension of political voting rights. Haranguing is a long speech, especially before a gathering, a speech or piece of writing characterized by a strong feeling of expression or a tirade. The key word for this Mercury going direct at 16 degrees of Gemini, very powerful because Mercury, Gemini is one of Mercury's ruling signs. The other one is Virgo. And Gemini also has the North Node on that, where the collective needs to head to. So this is going to be a collective unveiling. It could be a lot of people coming forward with truth, speaking truth. We could also see that, we've always been seeing this lately though, where truth comes out, people are censoring it, big tech and government and the mainstream lying ass media is also, you know, gaslighting and blaming and projecting other people of exactly what their deception is. So you could be with the forward momentum of Mercury, and we shall see how it unfolds, we could have some information revealed on political voting rights. If you are, your eyes are open to see, as mine have been, we really did in our faces witness a lot of voter fraud, a lot of suppression, a lot of manipulating the outcome of the 2020 election, which I don't believe is new. So, a woman subchrist haranguing, which is a long speech, especially before a gathering, that could be characterized by a strong feeling of expression. And then the key word also is indignation. Indignation is anger aroused by something perceived as unjust, mean, or unworthy. The anger, especially anger excited by which is unjust, ungrateful, or base. Anger mingled with contempt or scornful displeasure. So you could witness a lot of anger and bickering back and forth between the truth, the lying ass media. The effect of the indignant feeling is anger expressed or manifested in judgment, punishment, or violence. To me, I feel like because so many things have been deceptive, and again, I just find it amazing that Mercury going direct at this very specific degree is to reveal through communication. We could see a lot of people bickering back and forth intensify at this time. So here it is. Liberty and justice for all. This symbol speaks to the eternal struggle of disenfranchised to be fully accepted members of society with all the accompanying rights and privileges. The image of a woman subchrist hungering symbolizes all efforts to end discrimination and separatism in whatever form they appear. Now, if you're one of those that's buying into the lying ass mainstream media or going with the low vibrations of what these hierarchy control factors have been, they have played against humanity for far too long. Like I've said many times on my channel, trying to separate, divide, and conquer us by skin color, by gender, by mask, no mask. You have it. Ready? Now we got the jab or no jab. Whatever tool they can use to get the people riled up against each other, instead of focusing upon the deception and the fucking lies that they're feeding people through the media by witnessing all the censorship on YouTube, on big tech, on Facebook. All of these things have been so in people's faces for the eyes that are open to see. They've played this separatism to conquer and divide us. So don't bite the apple of it, right? So like this blows my freaking mind. Let me reread this part. The image of a woman subchrist hungering symbolizes all efforts to end discrimination, separatism in whatever form they appear. The emphasis is on the necessity that men learn to cooperate or mutually give and take when differences arise, and respect the rights of others to form their own opinions and make their own decisions. Listen, the low vibration people on this planet don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to be a free thinker. They want you to be dictated and swayed by what they're feeding you 24/7, and it's in our faces. Even the Weather Channel app that's downloaded on my phone automatically, that comes with it on there, wants to feed into my energy and everybody who sees it every day. How many deaths, how many people listed as this. Every day, they're drilling it in everybody's head to keep people in separation, to say that we're a racist humanity, when in all actuality, we have evolved a long ways from that we all deserve equality, that we all deserve to not be discriminated against. And they use all of these tools, knowing this, right? It's mind fuck, mind manipulation, to keep you squabbling amongst each other over your differences instead of cooperating as a human race together to go against their fucking agenda. So pay attention. This symbol also stresses the importance of objectively balancing personal rights against the rights of others. On the positive of this 16 degrees of Gemini is the highest. This symbol represents a strong sense of justice and an unswerving commitment to the preservation of human dignity. On the lower aspect, it is prejudiced and self-evaluating discrimination. So don't bite the fucking apple that they're feeding you. That is an old energy. They want us to keep squabbling with each other. Meanwhile, they're fucking us all dry through deception, through control. They don't want you free thinking. That's what the experimental jab is all about. That's what the political fuckery's been about, of deception, where many people's voices were not heard because they threw in their little extra numbers to get a certain person who's a puppet in front of the world stage of the free world. We set the example, or supposed to set the example of integrity to the rest of the world, and we are nothing but a fucking shit show. Again, it's not new, it's just being revealed, so bear with me here. Today, the ascent is on discontent. Things may not seem to be fair or equitable, and you may be feeling left out. The opportunity is your greatest advantage lies in making sure you have all your facts straight before presenting your case or voicing your complaint. Try to understand the other person's point of view. Guard against being overbearing or pushy. Appeal to the reason. Be willing to negotiate. If you demand all or nothing, it's likely you'll get nothing. So in other words, guard against being overbearing or pushy. The powers that are in low vibration, the old energy, will not budge. The only people that I see awakening are the light workers, the old souls whose eyes have seen this shit show and this agenda more intense than ever, starting in 2020 with everything that has aspired, and everything has been connected in their agenda, and it's up to us to wake up from it, to be free thinkers, to not be under the mind control or the manipulation by the lies and the deceptions that are portrayed on through big tech, through mainstream media. Mainstream media is the worst. Even the fucking Weather Channel is nothing but a fear-mongering agenda to keep you in a low vibration of fear, separation, lack, and for you to not free think for yourself. So, if you demand all or nothing, it's likely you'll get nothing, and that's what they're doing. Those low vibrational beings of the old energy are still clinging on to control. They think that it's of power, when in all actuality, truth always prevails. Truth never needs defending. And so make sure you're staying right within your own truth and not being swayed by all of the information and being so attached to, again, the South Node in Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini, where this Mercury is stationed to go direct with the North Node, where the collective needs to head to. Grassroots, communication, small tribes that are uplifting to you. A woman suffragist haranguing. This is about communication. And I think it's freaking amazing that it's an advocate or extension of political voting rights. Again, we witnessed the biggest deception. It had everything to do with breaking us down, separating us, oppressing voices, especially in women. That's been a long-standing thing. Again, there's a lot of people in the political fuckery in the White House, in different states, that are females that are not in harmony, that are representing or supposed to be representing the collective and the betterment for all. but they're also on a low vibration. So again, a long speech, especially before a gathering or a piece or writing, so pay attention to information coming out through writing, through speeches, through passion, that is an expression or a tirade. So people becoming fed up, that can see through the facade of what has been taking place in humanity. Indignation. Anger aroused by some sort of injustice. So, anger is passion. Anger can be channeled in a healthy way. We can channel the anger or the frustrations of the injustices that are taking place in humanity through healthy ways, by getting the word out, by doing it with a passion. That's what this channel is for me. I'm going to make a side note that if this YouTube video gets taken down, you can also go to my channel banner, and at the top of that you can find me on all other alternatives that I choose, which is Telegram, BitChute, Rumble, and MeWe. I have left behind, and I have stopped supporting the platforms and the places like Facebook, where they censor people, where they keep you in oppression, where they censor the truth out. This is the time now where I believe we will see some sort of accountability with these people eventually that have been lying and manipulating, including mainstream, by keeping the voices of many hushed because they didn't want the truth to come out. It's not going to work. So, liberty and justice for all. And because it is Mercury, the planet of communication, information, internet, media, in the sign of Gemini, where community, getting with your tribe, sharing with people who have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, to maybe remove the scales from their eyes, right? To the deception and the illusions through the media and the low vibrations of those that have wanted to separate us, right? To not be concerned about being accepted by the majority right now of society, because this is not the time to be the follower. It's time to be a leader. Interesting shit. And very, very powerful. And it's no coincidence this is happening, right? As above, so below, because the information will come out. Truth always stands. Truth doesn't need defending. So all of this deception to keep people in amongst each other, fighting over our differences, it's time to cooperate as a humanity, because these powers that are less than 1%, that's what they fear the most. And their lies become more lies, and their lies and their cheating and their betrayal just is a thing that they don't want to give up that power and domination over the hall. So it's time for us to pull ourselves together, to allow this time to be open, to hear different perspectives. This is far deeper than political. This is about dark and light. This is about liars, thieves, cheaters against truth. And guess which one always prevails, whether it's in this lifetime or not, is truth. Light the way. So it's really kind of interesting when I read that, especially after I looked up the definitions of these three words that were at the beginning of 16 degrees of Gemini. And then the realization that, so let me pull the chart back up here, that Mercury is in the sign of Gemini with the North Node, where the collective needs to head to. And that South Node in Sagittarius, again, like I've shared before, is about letting go of belief systems, being open, to have eyes to see, to have ears to hear, and a heart that is open. Stop bitching and complaining and separating and fighting amongst each other as your brethren, as your sisters and your brothers, to know that this is far deeper than political. This is far deeper than our skin colors, which is so fucking superficial. They keep people in these movements to separate us, to make us feel weak, to make us feel an anger and express it in riots and hurting one another. No, be accountable. And now is the time to bring that energy and reel it back in. And I do believe with this powerful energy, as Mercury goes direct and makes these aspects with not only a square to Neptune, but also in a trine, which is a harmonious aspect with Saturn, right? The structures, the elders, with these people that have been in the political arena for so many years, that have been fucking deceptive, and don't think for a second we won't have more and more information coming out for that. So for all of you that already have the eyes to see, I know you're aware of this. And for those that do not, I just ask you to have an open heart. Stop it with the Biden, Trump, white, black, mask, no mask. Fucking stop it and step back, reel in, look at it from a perspective of, why are they trying to convince us to take this so rampant? People filming themselves getting it, people getting bribed with money, people getting bribed with fucking beer that's not even good for your health, getting bribed with whatever French fries and shit. Does it make any sense to you? Do they give a shit about your health, or is it an agenda to keep us all separated, divided, conquer, and to disconnect you with this from your spiritual connection, mind control, fuckery? Think about it. And don't leave shitty comments down below, because if you do, you'll just get deleted. I'm all about a good debate if you present facts, and I'm all about opinions if you keep it respectful. So again, it isn't about a political party, it isn't about a color, but that's what the mainstream agenda and these low vibration people that want to keep you down, suppressed, depressed, losing hope, fighting amongst each other while they're fucking you dry, right? Again, this will be uploaded to BitChute and Rumble as well. So that's my tirade today with Mercury going direct. So let's clear our energy and do a couple card messages. Powerful times. Truth doesn't need defending. Truth is the way. Truth is the light. Expect some information to come out, whether it be an article, like the Sabian symbol said, writing, communication. Also, with this energy, keep your thoughts in check, right? Check in with yourself. How are you speaking to yourself? If you're feeling defeated or confused with the square Neptune Mercury, you know, sit in meditation, gain some clarity, get out in nature, connect to spirit and earth, to brush off what society's wanting you to think and do and be, and go by your internal compass where you can trust your intuition and be guided by that. Another thing coming up too, you know, a healthy way of expressing anger is through writing. Anything that's creative. I mean, we do have a lot of water energy, receptive, creative, creation itself. We have the sun now in Cancer. We have Jupiter retrograde as of the solstice in Pisces, and Neptune will go retrograde on Friday the 25th. So do something creative. If you go in and out of fog or having a hard time like gaining clarity, right, in your intellect, draw some nice deep breaths into your heart, get connected, right? And you also could be feeling exhaustion, so make sure you take good care of yourself. What is the energy here with this Mercury going direct? So definitely expect, because it is about voting rights, the people starting to get very boisterous. with the political aspect, specifically in the United States, guys. Because we are a country created under the Cancer energy. So we're supposed to be mothering and nurturing others, and we've had a lot of traitor, treasonous people here pointing the fingers to other people in different lands and cultures, blaming everything on them when we have a lot of deception right here. So look through the smoking mirrors and unity consciousness, that as one human race, we're all connected. And it's time we bring forth our unique expression and channel that energy in a healthy way for the whole. Lunar eclipse energy, change. So it's on the horizon. Eclipse energy always cuts something out, and in order for that to cut something out for the collective energy, it has to first come to the light. So dark things, deception, hidden agendas coming to the light in order for us to experience change that's the better for the individual, that's better for the collective, that's better for the all. Expect some powerful information to come out as Mercury stations direct at 16 degrees of Gemini. Gemini is small community. Gemini is about communication. It can also represent sibling. So keep that in mind as Mercury stations to go direct, because this is very, very powerful. And be open to shifts and changes. And if you are one of those that is so strongly in your belief systems, please take it upon yourself to sit in stillness and be open to see other people's perspectives, and it may just bring in the change within you for the better, for the higher. So super cool. Follow your own compass and your own map at this time. Don't be concerned about not fitting into this society, because we really don't. It won't serve you well right now. You'll be led down a path that's not best for you. This could come through with this lunar eclipse too, through your emotions, because the Luna always is your intuition, your emotions, your subconscious, something that may have been laid dormant within you that can bring forth that change. So make sure you trust that. Ride the wave. So, wow, that's beautiful. Let's read from this one. So for me, a lot of emotions are going to be coming up when the truth comes out and is revealed of the injustices. So in order for yourself to bring forth and usher in the change within you for the micro level, also on the collective, is to ride the ebbs and flows of your emotions, to have an understanding. Dolphins are very spiritual, very connected, very pure. Water is a purifier, so cry it out. I feel like an intensity also, because we have Mercury going direct, and then we're building into this full moon in Capricorn that's taking place on Thursday, the 24th. That emotions could be high. Ride the wave. We could see this not only happening within us, but also in the outer world of Capricorn, right? Of information that comes out that may really make you feel emotional about the injustices. So just keep allowing yourself to ride the ebbs and the flows and the waves. Let's see what else it says. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. That you know all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in the wave. Spectacular activity. Know that you are definitely on the right path. So that's beautiful, guys. Card 14. Ride the waves. We are going through very, very intense changes as a human race on the earth plane. It's about the integration of more and more light coming in to reveal the things that have always been here, that have been hidden, the agendas, the mind control, the fuckery. And over the past year and a half, for sure, we have all felt the emotional feeling defeated, injustices. Keep riding the wave. Keep trusting your inner divine. Keep trusting your divinity, and expect the changes. Envision it. Envision it at a better place and time for yourself and others. One more I am affirmation that may be beneficial for all of us to keep in mind as we are going to be experiencing the Mercury going direct. I am at home in my body. So this is a reminder that with our two eyes, it may look very, very hairy right now. Keep tapping into the divine. Make sure that you're comforting yourself. Again, with the sun now in Cancer, I am home in my body. Be present. With the Mercury square to Neptune, make sure you're not checking out. This energy can create an energy of escapism on the lower aspect, where this is just too fucking much for me, and I'm going to drink and drug or eat or pornography, whatever the escape is. Make sure you are not going down that road right now. It is important for you to be present in your body, to ride the waves that we're all experiencing in the collective as more and more information comes through for the changes that we all need to partake in for the collective. Again, reminding yourself, I am safe. I am safe in my body. I chose to be here at this time, and so I am at home in my body. Your spirit has chose to incarnate right now as a human on this planet to help usher forward the great change, the Aquarian call. Listen to your Luna. And Luna is also symbolic of the mother, right? Nurturing yourself. Ride the waves, because there's plenty of them, guys. I send this to you guys with so much love. And again, it will be on Rumble and BitChute as well. Shalom.